Oh, okay, perfect. All right. We are back. I'm in a really good mood. She just asked me a question, and I'm not going to tell you what she asked me. But Jen Aguirre here, we're not going to tell them. She asked me if I'm really happy because I got some, and I said no. But, so.
Single.
Very single. Okay, so, but very happy with being single. So whatever. Okay, so we are back with Victoria. Say hello, follow. I like how she turns to the side. Follow this ass. That's what basically is what she's saying. Not single. Let's just add that. Very not single. We are going to do back and shoulders. We have not discussed who is leading. Probably both of us. We haven't discussed what we're doing. So this is going to be short, and just keep an eye out because there's going to be some major shit about to go down. Okay, bye. So this is a new one for me. I haven't really done pull downs since my surgery because pull downs are a little bit of pecs. You're gonna feel it in the pecs as you pull down. So I'm not gonna go heavy. I'm really just gonna try to focus on the lats completely.
I'd be interested to see if this grip, so turning your hand positioning this way, you'll maybe feel a little less pec.
Well, that's really right. That's really right.
I had it where it was.
Okay, sorry.
I had it fooled.
Okay.
So right, because you're doing more of an underhand
The only thing.
grip.
Okay.
Yeah, and then bringing it down and then in. There you go. Perfect. Jen takes the cues right away.
When you're a coach and you give cues, you better be good at taking them. Are you gonna go up on this?
Yeah. The movement pattern isn't not straight this way. It's kind of down and then in. And then if you want to intensify a little bit more, when you bring it in, then you pull your body up a little bit.
Okay.
All right, so in this exercise, I consider the first two sets kind of more of a warm-up, just kind of feeling out the movement pattern. I don't go super heavy. Really try to nail that form. So like I said, this is a more technical way of doing it, but it's very targeted. When you can really get into that movement pattern, I feel it right in here. Is that where you feel it?
I feel it more in here, and then if you have really good posture, you're gonna also feel it a little bit in the erectors, especially if you stand up with it a little bit.
So we are playing around a little bit with the handles. Not every gym will have something like this.
Yeah.
Probably have one of these. So this is what we're gonna use for our working sets, and you can grab it here, which is the traditional kind of grip, but I'm actually gonna grab it here.
Okay, I think that's
Really close together, and it's gonna angle it a little bit.
Okay.
But the movement with your arms is the same. I typically am aiming for 10 to 12 reps on this. I'm gonna just feel it out and see if I can do more, I'll do more, but that's kind of where I aim. I select the weight where I know I can do at least 10.
This is right where I feel it. She's talking about feeling it here. I feel it here, and then I feel it a little bit here, but mostly right here. You're even gonna feel it a little bit in your triceps.
Put your hand on my middle back.
Put my hand on the middle of your back.
See if you can feel my back working.
Yeah, I feel that just at that last minute, but then you're feeling this all the way.
And
So
the
like
stretch.
this throughout the whole movement, and this just right at the end of the movement.
Yeah.
Did you change the weight?
I went up one. Nice, Jen. Are you feeling anything in your chest at all?
No.
Okay. So for the ladies out there who care about the ladies, sometimes when you're getting back into weight training after breast augmentation, which Jen recently had a replacement.
January 15th, and we're at the 22nd.
About 2 months ago. Getting back into it, even as an experienced lifter, you've got to give yourself time, feel things out. Sometimes you either have to modify a movement or just avoid it for a little bit longer. You will get back to full training, and there may be exercises that you just stop doing indefinitely. Unless it's a body part that you really want to focus on, there's no mandatory movements that you have to do for your whole life. Like I don't bench press. I don't do flat bench press.
I was just gonna say that.
Ever.
Push-ups, I don't do. I won't do them anymore.
See, I like doing push-ups. Like I think for women at least, doing some incline a little
Like
bit.
there's nothing, if I have my girls do push-ups, I have them do it more for like triceps.
Or if you're someone without breast
Implants, you could do
you
chest.
totally
I do.
can do chest if you want to, but even then, I think a lot of women don't need to do that kind of stuff unless they have like a specific like performance goal.
Right.
Because you will hit chest through other things as a secondary muscle.
Yeah.
I would never have an entire chest day.
No.
I don't think in my lifting career I've ever had an entire chest day.
Before my first set and then after my first set, I did a little bit of chest, but it would always be like chest and arms. Yeah. All right, let's get to the next one.
Move on.
What are we doing now?
I want to do a row variation. So we can either do...
We like to go back and forth. So we'll do like a pull down and then a row. Then we're going to go back to a pull down, then back to a row. So we're obviously starting with back if you didn't get the memo. Okay, so what row do you want to do?
My top 3, I would do a bent barbell row. We can use the new machine that they have over here.
Well, we should because we've never used
The
it.
new machine.
All right, well, she's got to lead the way.
All right, you guys, so second exercise for today is
Oh, I'm supposed to be going.
hammer strength low row. This is a new piece of equipment we have here at the gym at Fit Club, which is great. It's not new equipment, it's just a new one that we've added to the gym here. It's been around for a long time. So this is a low row, meaning you start low and then you pull up high. And we're also doing a modified version, not using the bench, standing version. This just gives you a different angle. I feel it a lot in here.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't like using the chairs very often, even when the machine is designed to use the chair. You don't have to use the chair. You can always stand up, sit down, change your feet around, try to move your body so that you can start to feel it in the area you want to work. That was something I learned going from being a beginner where you just get into the machine, just use it how it says in the photos, versus saying, hey, these machines are made for a wide variety of people, and if you just modify how you stand, where you pull, your hand positioning, you might feel it a little bit differently than the next person.
And everybody's limb lengths are different, so position of the chair, like, it's gonna totally hit differently
Previous
for everybody.
injuries or could have slept funny. So just sort of playing around with it. We're gonna do 3 sets here. What'd you do, like 12?
I wasn't even counting, and I'm pretty sure one arm did more than the other one.
Probably about 10 to 12 reps here, 3 sets.
A little bit.
Your traps at all more?
No. I try to keep my shoulders down and back whenever I'm doing that. I could feel them, but I'm trying to keep them not activated. Fuck, I don't know how many that was. Are we gonna go up, or do you want to keep it the same?
I think this is a good weight for me.
Yeah, that's a good weight. All right, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna think like I'm doing a dumbbell row. So you put the opposite leg forward. I feel it more if I have the same leg back. Just get these shorts out of my area. Can't stand how she never makes noise. Acting all easy.
I think I screamed yesterday in my workout, and
It doesn't count. You never scream when you're with
Andy
me.
said he thought that he was with Jen for a minute.
All right, what are we doing next, coach?
Resting.
So now we gotta do a lat pull down.
Yeah.
Close grip.
Or even just like a neutral. Here.
Okay. Let's do the 2 handles, the green handles. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Don't fuck it up.
Let's.
Don't fuck it up and put it on wrong.
Is this right?
You fucked it up. So if you notice, with all of these exercises, we're getting a big stretch and then pull and squeeze. Try not to use too much momentum and then a really slow negative. Nice big stretch.
Third exercise is going to be a lat pull down. In this variation of a lat pull down, we are using the dual pulley system, and we have these, again, fun attachments. If you were at a gym that didn't have attachments like this, you could use the regular, this is obviously still not regular, this is like oversized, but something that looks like this. Or if you just have a traditional single pulley, you could still just do a straight bar and then hold it a little closer. One of the benefits of this exercise is, well, there's a couple. You can do single arm at a time, like Jen's doing right now. With this sort of attachment, you also can sort of move more naturally with your specific anatomy. So if it feels better for you to have the hand turn like this or like this or like this, right? It might feel better depending if you've had an injury in the past or any sort of mobility issues. So these have a lot of benefits to them from that perspective. Jen just got worked.
My hand with Tyrannosaurus hands.
Okay, so we're doing 3 sets here, about 10 rep per side, single arm. You're doing single arm now?
I did 10, 12.
I'm gonna do both arms at the same time. And again, we're keeping the hands close to the body. If you're a woman who, like we mentioned earlier, has had breast augmentation either in the past or recently, doing movements where you're keeping the arms closer to the body, even for back work, is a lot safer. You don't risk potentially having separation here, and you'll get very similar results. You don't necessarily need to go super wide.
Unless you're looking to get a big wide back, unless they're a bodybuilder and then they probably don't have implants or whatnot. We're rolling. That was Brad, the camera guy's way of telling us to shut up. He's like, quit talking, bitches.
So fourth exercise, and this will be our final back exercise for this movement, or for this workout.
Body part, because then we're going over the shoulders.
Fourth and final exercise for this part of the workout, for the back portion of this workout, we are doing bent over barbell row, and we're going to be doing them also modified. A lot of times you see people when they do bent over.
Why are we doing the modified?
I'll explain that right now.
Oh, that's the shut up too, Jen.
So a lot of times people are more angled like this, and if you guys watched my video that I did, I think it was like last summer with Jared Feather, I was telling him I was really trying to isolate my mid back, and I felt like I couldn't feel that area ever, no matter what I did. So we practiced doing these bent over rows by being fully parallel to the ground.
So pendulum rows is what they're called.
Completely bent over. I'm not going to move from this position though. It's going to be right here.
Okay, so then that means I do these with some of my guys that are like really tall.
Yeah.
So when you're really tall, you won't be able to get parallel to the ground. You're gonna have to put plates on the ground.
Yeah.
I might have to do that just because of my back.
I mean, and you could do them modified. If you have any back issue or you feel pain, you should always stop. Don't continue doing the movement. Try to modify as best as you can so that you don't feel your back. A lot of times with clients who do have chronic back pain, I wouldn't even have them do a bent over row. I would have them do a chest supported row or a seated row using a machine. There's no exercise you have to do. There's always a workaround.
My clients it wasn't dealing with back pain, it was just how tall he is.
Yeah.
So him being parallel to the ground,
you're
you
gonna
have
tip
to have
over.
some, yeah.
So I'm gonna start with the bar.
Okay.
I think
So we're not doing dead stop. Okay. So then we don't need anything on the ground if we're not doing dead stop.
it's so isolating though that you don't really go heavy.
Okay.
Like I can do 135 on these, but I'm sure you can do much more. Ever since I did these with Jared last summer, it was like a game changer for me because I just had to slow it down and really focus on the muscle that I'm working and not so much like pulling the weights, right? So it's super isolated.
So she's using wrist wraps because she's going real heavy today.
Right. So this is about 50% heavier than our warm-up set. It's a pretty significant amount of weight. Adding on, one thing I think that's really important to note is that I mentioned earlier that this modification is something that I worked on with another athlete to fine-tune how I do things. And I know, Jen, you train with a lot of people over the years. It's always so great. I know a lot of people watching this, you might train at home and maybe train by yourself, but there's so much value, I think, in getting around other people who lift, who have a lot of experience, because you will learn things that you may never learn on your own. It would take you a decade to figure out, trying to like dissect things. But you have a different set of experiences working with different coaches and different athletes over the years. So do I.
Yeah, I've had like 5 different coaches in my time. John Meadows, one of them. Part of the reason why I do what I do when I invite people onto my channel, like we do this because, and share with our channels, because we have a lot to give to you guys, and then you guys have requests to have us together, and we have fun and all that other stuff. But whenever I bring somebody on my channel, I usually have them lead the workout because I want to give you guys another way of doing things.
Yeah.
Because my way, there's not one way that works.
Yeah.
So there's multiple different ways to do things.
Yeah, you can get so much knowledge, and a lot of this stuff is like street knowledge.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of the gym stuff is not necessarily studied or put into textbooks. That would be extremely expensive to do that kind of stuff, and no one's really documenting any of it. So a lot of it is like word of mouth that's passed from gym to gym to gym, where people are learning from those who have kind of experimented and done these things and put it into practice in training with different athletes over the years.
So if like you work with one athlete, that's your experience with them, but you're actually getting their experience from the 10 different people that they've worked with.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and some of the stuff is even by accident.
Yeah.
Oh shit, when I did that exercise, I felt it here. Boom, now I'm gonna play around with that.
You know, you want to get as much knowledge as you can, but just having that time with another athlete or studying from somebody else, you're good. Ooh, I like these wrist straps.
Amazon people.
The link below.
Hold on, I'm getting set up. Oh my God, it just took 2-3 weeks of training my upper body to get back what I lost in 3 months. So happy. Oh God, I forgot it was only 10 pounds. Huh.
So again, bring it up to your chest. A little bit more at the bottom. Beautiful.
I feel like my hands need to be wider next time.
I felt the same thing when I was doing mine.
Oh, it sucked. All right, we going up?
Yeah, we'll go up just
My
a
hands
tiny
need to be
bit.
way wider. I forgot that I was doing a high row.
I did the same thing on the second set. One of the things with this, back is parallel to the floor. You're bringing the bar to basically your nipple line, right to the chest. And so driving the elbows up to the ceiling. And then the other part of it, to get as much length as possible, much range of motion, you want to slowly on the bottom, take your time, really extend the arms downwards towards the floor and get a good stretch. So,
Which is what we talked about earlier, like getting a good stretch with everything and then a hard contraction. What are you doing? Going up by 5? Rear delt, laterals, rear delts.
okay.
So we'll do them on the reverse pec deck. Then we'll do laterals either on the machine or with dumbbells. I like doing it on the machine. And then do you want to end with my the rear delts that I do on the row machine with the cable? Okay,
I like those.
let's get to it. All right, reverse pec.
Okay.
We're gonna do 12 to 15 here. What's really important with this one, keep your head down. Little secret, when you keep your head down, you keep your traps out of it. And you don't have to go all the way back. Then you're gonna fire your back muscles and your trap muscles, whether your neck is down or not. So you really only have to go back until you feel that rear delt contraction. I don't even have any tension on it, and I'm flexing my rear delts right now. So just as long as you feel that contraction, and then open, and then slow release. Sometimes I like to do these with a drop set, but I already did shoulders as the beginning part of my workout on Monday, so I'm not gonna do a drop set. Jesus Christ, how many have you done? 18?
Feminism need a love. You got Versace gold links.
Sorry, LL Cool J's on. I had to. I had to twerk. I had to twerk. Dude, how many did you just do? Probably like 20. I guess I am doing a drop sit. Hold on, one more. Drop it. Oh God. Okay, I'm done. She didn't even move it. Liar. She took it out and put it right back in. I think it's official. My shoulders are back. They went on vacation. But, okay, so what we're doing now is we are going to end with rear delts again, even though we did a lot of them, but I like to overstimulate. So we're on this piece of equipment. She's doing lateral raises. So a few little cues. So these are some of the things that I tell my clients to think, whether they have dumbbells or they're on a piece of equipment like this. You want to think that you're a puppet and you're lifting from the elbows. Okay, so there are different ranges of motion. You could stop here, you can go all the way up, but at the end of the day, you're lifting here. It doesn't matter what's in your hand, if anything. So with this, I don't even hold on. So I just have my arms free, but I'm leading with the elbow and my hands are pointing down like they say, pouring like a teapot. And that's gonna be all medial delt. I win. I like doing it on this machine, and then there's a couple things that I like to do. So you want to go really close, because if you're too far away, it's going to hit the top. But one thing that I like to do is, because these move. So you grab onto the opposite, you don't use the handles, and then you make sure that these don't slide and don't open up. So you're keeping constant tension. You pull open, and the weight doesn't have to be heavy, and then you come together. But if you lose tension, they're gonna open, okay? So I am keeping them taut and tight. So open, squeeze, slow, come together. Open, squeeze. I will sometimes feel this more. Ooh, it just moved. It's because I'm talking. More than I feel the reverse pec deck. And the weight is freaking 5 pounds. Oh my God, my delts are fried.
Striations here. Yeah, look at that. It's like warm.
Okay, I'm done. It might have been like 8. Oh God, they burn.
I did get this question in my last shoulder workout. Basically, if they didn't have that piece of equipment,
This one?
lateral raises with bent elbow. So if you don't have that equipment in your gym, what can you do instead?
You could use a tube and you could actually put your hand through the handles. If you had a long band, so this I do with some of my people, this is way too tight. So there's no way that I'm going, Did you get that on camera? Delete it. So this is too tight, but I would sit here and then put it on. Maybe it's not too tight.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's not.
You can do them seated or standing like that. Just put your foot through and then you kind of just do this motion.
Make sure you take that trip out.
One of the benefits to having the bent elbow is that you can go heavier, and just because of the
We're messed up right now because we're at the end of the workout, so brain cells are almost all the way gone.
I need food. So same thing here. If you don't have this sort of cable system at your gym, you could always use like a band, loop it around something, and be able to pull open this way. Would be one variation, or even chest supported, angled on a bench. And you can use dumbbells to get a similar movement pattern. Nothing really replaces cables. That's why they're so great.
Yeah.
You get that constant tension, but bands would be the closest thing.
The difference between a band, dumbbells, so working against gravity with dumbbells, so when you get down to the bottom, the tension is like still the same. Here you're getting the same amount of tension throughout the whole range of motion. And then when you're with a band, it's gonna get harder here and lighter here. And you actually really wanna keep the same tension in the stretch position, because that's where you build more lean muscle tissue, is when you're putting load under the stretch position. You can see striations.
Ow.
Why does it feel easier now?
warmed up, maybe?
Yeah, I was warm before.
Do you want me to add weight?
Maybe because I was talking. Ah, you piece of shit. Ah! Don't touch it. Get off of it.
Let's go.
Oh. Okay, I'm done. Ah, my foot was cramping. I don't know why. I wasn't using it. Last set, best set.
This set doesn't feel lighter.
Right?
Ow.
I know, right? Look, let's get this in the fucking film. Are you doing? Brad, are you fucking filming?
Wait, what are you doing?
I don't
Your
know.
arms. What are you
Oh,
doing?
I was doing this. Are we filming? Oh, he's filming the whole time. All right, let's talk to them. I'm tired.
I'm tired. I'm ready to eat. I got so hungry after that second set. I didn't even tell you.
What second set? The second set of the
Of the first exercise, I was starving.
second set of the first back exercise?
Yes.
Like that was like 2 hours
I
ago.
dropped 3 pounds since. So I did my leg workout yesterday with Andy, and every single time after my leg session, I'm down 3 pounds.
Oh.
I wake up in the middle of the night hungry, and
So you need to eat more food.
yeah,
Yum yum.
you tell him that.
Hashtag yum yum. Andy, she needs more food. Oh, we have to switch meal plans. I'm on 5,000 calories now, 4,900.
My high day was 3,000.
Should we switch? Are we gonna? I will die.
I mean, I think I could do it for a day.
I think I will
really
die.
do.
I mean, I know I can do
If
it
you eat 5,000 calories, drop it in the comments. Let us know how much you think you could eat in a day
all day long, multiple meals.
or a week.
I would
Is that
say
every day?
No, so 5,000 is 3 days a week, and then 4,900, and then 4,700 2 days a week, and then 4,500 2 days a week.
Okay, so that's pretty similar then.
So, and you have to
Every-
do it in not like one meal, because I think anybody could probably eat like
Are you
burgers
really?
in 5,000. Yeah.
This is total sidebar from this workout. If you are somebody who's trying to build muscle,
And you're not hungry, like full all the time, then you're not building.
yeah. A lot of people want to recomp. A lot of women, they don't want to gain weight. They want to lose fat and build muscle at the same time. There's a very small population of people who can do that. Maybe if you're a beginner and it's your first go at it, you can lose body fat and build muscle at roughly the same pace, the same time. But eventually that window of opportunity goes away. And if you're more experienced, more intermediate level, you will have to either commit to a dieting phase or commit to a build phase. Meaning if you want to put on muscle, you've got to be eating more food, not just one day a week, but every single day you need to be in a surplus. And it is tough. Is 5,000 calories hard for you?
Yeah, I mean, every day is hard for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Little tip there, you got to get your nutrition on point. Otherwise, all of these workouts, you're sort of shooting yourself in the foot, right?
You need the proper fuel to be able to bring the proper intensity to the gym, to get stronger, have progressive overload, get better every single week, and then build lean muscle tissue. Yeah, with the more muscle tissue you have on the body, you have faster metabolism, so then you are gonna burn more fat at rest. So they kind of go a little bit hand in hand, but yes, she's right. You can't be in too much of a deficit, or if you're trying to build, because then you're not gonna have any energy for your workouts. And if you're not truly capitalizing on your workout, it's a science,
Yeah.
and you have to have it all.
You can't be half pregnant.
Yeah, I never heard that one before.
You
That's new.
are or you're not, right? So if you're building, you got to be in a surplus. You can't kind of be in a surplus. It doesn't exist.
Right? You can't be
just saying.
half pregnant.
You can't be kind of pregnant. I have another analogy that an actual IT guy gave me a long time ago
And?
when I worked in corporate. We were working on a project, a web development project, very e-commerce website sort of thing. If you guys don't know that about me, I used to work in marketing for many years. And this client wanted this project done faster. Well, can't you put more people on the project? And our CTO said to the guy, you can't put 9 women in a room and get a baby in a month.
Okay.
Because there is a sequence of things that have to happen in order
I
in
get
order
it.
for that to happen, right?
Yeah.
So you need the time. Some things take the time. Building muscle is very similar. You need to be stacking on weight training, progressive overload, adding the food consistently for months. Can't do more workouts to build more muscle. There is a bell curve to this thing, right?
And then
Even
rest.
you have diminishing returns.
And then rest, recovery, all of those things are factors as well.
Exactly right.
So leave your comments below, like, subscribe, to share. Yes.
Subscribe to this girl's channel.
And this girl's.
Let us know what you guys want to see next. Should we do another upper body workout, lower body workout? Do you want to see a day of eating? Should we switch food? Let us know, and we'll see you guys next time.